Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about good copywriting. One of my favorite subjects because copywriting is it's the art of persuasion. It's persuasion in print. It's sales in print. It's I call it magic. I actually named my company. I named it Pendragon Labs because dragons are magical beings. They're magical. And what magic is words. It's words, it's incantations, grammar, grimoire. It's the ability to use words or written language to invoke a response. In this case, it's money. And it's a really great skill indeed. Copywriting, it's mostly means copying stuff, and in my case, in your case, you're given everything you need to actually, you're given the good copy already. You're given the templates of the ads that work, the landing pages that work, the offers that work. That's great because these things are the foundation. These pitches just work throughout time. People who have problems with their, anxiety or weight or muscles or relationships or whatever, these things are not going away, and hitting those pain points doesn't change much over time. So you're given the templates of what works. We're going to go over a few things here. We're going to go over the 6 key elements of good copywriting. And we're going to go over what I call, or the 6 good elements of a good pre-sale page is generally what I call it, just a good web page or good copy. And then I'm also going to go over what I call 4 trump cards. 4 trump cards that you use any one of these effectively and nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Any one of these 4 trump cards, I'm not saying I'm a big fan of Trump, I'm not going into politics, I'm calling them trump cards. Don't take it the wrong way. Eddie, stop smiling. But basically, this is, it's pretty exciting. And this stuff is crazy, and the 4 trump cards are the ones you're going to want to listen to because these are insane. Use them, and again, I should put a legal disclaimer here. Do not use these for evil. You can convince anybody to do anything you want if you use these things, but again, do not use this to convince people to do bad things. Take this with a grain of salt. This is going into the Jedi mind tricks. This is going into the dark arts of persuasion. And I just want to put that disclaimer out there. Use this to just sell products, but in an ethical way. So let's start. So let's do it this way. So this is your typical web page, right? And typically, let me draw out the elements. So we have this is 1. Let's say this is element 2, element 3, 2, 3, this is element 4. Then we'll have, 5, 6. So generally speaking, a website is going to be kind of constructed along these lines. And what do these things mean? So what these things mean is, we'll draw this part in blue. This is a headline. For any good web page, you want a good headline. Something that's short, punchy, it's going to catch their attention. Ditch your 9-to-5 job, fire your boss in 4 hours. See her incredible weight loss transformation. Watch this, watch this video, this video was banned, see why. Whatever the headline is for your ad or for your landing page. In this case, I'm using a pre-sale page, landing page. I use them kind of interchangeably if you've noticed. But let's say this is your pre-sale page. You want to have that short, punchy headline. The headline is probably the #1 element you should be testing in your ads, in your pre-sale pages. Again, get that through your skull. Headline, just test it, test it, test it. Throw up 10 ads with 10 different headlines. Big fast food, big pharmaceutical companies hate this woman. Read why. Or you could say, the big weight loss companies hate this. Read why. You could say, incredible transformation, see how Becky lost 47 pounds in 47, minutes, or whatever that is. But these are punchy headlines. See how Becky lost 47 pounds in 47 minutes. Literally quotes, literally melts off the fat. Those are examples of headlines if you didn't get it, but you want to test headlines a lot. Number 2 is either a product image or an avatar image. So I say avatar. Your avatar image is the image of what your customer typically looks like. Or it can be an image of your product. So if I'm selling cameras, I want to put up a picture of a nice camera. If I'm selling, or I want to put up a picture of a really cool photographer that's in my target market. Maybe he's late 30, if I'm selling a multi-$1,000 camera, maybe the typical person is a late 30s or early 40s year old male that looks kind of hip. Maybe has like a little bit of like a 5-day-old shave, and he's, doing that. That might be our customer avatar. What avatar means is it means they're like the archetype, or they're that person that represents our customer base. So you want to do that, or put a picture of the thing, or both. So I like doing both. The third element of good copy is benefits, some sort of benefits of the, what bullet points of, bullet points about the product. You want to list off a couple things that the product does. So, lose weight fast, contains, it works overnight. What are some benefits of, benefits of my program? Learn skills to help you succeed in marketing. Get customer audience data that, get buyer data to help you target your ads. Get landing pages to help you advertise effectively. Get swipe files of ads so you don't have to do hours of research on your own, or whatever it is you're selling. Think of those specific benefits. It's got a 33 times zoom lens. It's got attachment areas. It's got a big battery, extra hard case. Whatever those benefits are, generally you want to list a couple out when you're talking about a product. Number 4. Sorry. I'm a horrible handwriter, guys. It's really sad. It is one skill I'm not really that bashful about, though. Social proof. Now, there's a couple different forms of social proof. We'll go more into this, but generally speaking, you want to say as seen on Fox, CBS, NBC, and Dubai TV. If I was talking about myself, I might use that. As seen in Entrepreneur Inc. magazine, that's also me. You might want to say, okay, if you're a startup company, or if you're selling, this is, special notebooks, used by Tim Ferriss or used by Gary Vaynerchuk and Tony Robbins, whatever that is, whatever those benefits are that really play into the product, and the social proof should be specific. Could see this weight loss formula was talked about by Oprah, or this weight loss formula was talked about by Dr. Oz or Kim Kardashian. You know, whatever is specific to that product is going to be helpful in creating that social proof, because again, people are generally lemmings, you know, consumers. And again, we talked about how, you know, I think I've already mentioned, be the producer, be the person advertising to them, don't be the person advertised to. But generally, people follow the crowd. And if you say, hey, look, Oprah, Tim Ferriss, you know, all these, you know, Kim Kardashian, you know, Bella Hadid or whatever, you know, all these people are buying this product and you should too, people will buy. You know, it's a big motivator. Number 5 is risk reversal. Nobody wants to make a bad decision. Nobody wants to waste their time. Nobody wants to have anything ever be their fault. They always want a way out. Nobody ever wants to take any risk, and that's why most people don't, you know, get a lot. But you want a way to reverse their risk. So a way to do that, you know, and again, all of this always depends on the product, but you could say free trial, or, you know, you could say guaranteed to work, or you could say, you know, like, you know, send it back if you're not happy, or you could say, you know, if you know, you say, look, we have, you know, customer support to help you out, or whatever the risk reversal is that makes people feel confident. You know, lots of software companies and healthcare companies and supplement companies, what they do is they give a free trial, and that's a great risk reversal statement, saying, look, you don't have to pay anything. You're going to get the product. You're going to get the product for free, or nearly. You know, you're going to get the product for free for a week or something, and if you like it, keep it, and, you know, we'll charge you. So that's an example of a risk reversal. But anything you can do to not put the risk on them will help out. Okay, so you want to find a way to make it seem like they're not making a big decision there. And the final thing is, I think we all know and love this, it's the call to action. The call to action is, sometimes we call it the Bob, the big orange button, but it's, you know, it's whatever the button is. It says, click here to access your, you know, online training program, or click here to buy, click here to start losing weight now. And of these elements, the big ones you'll generally want to consistently test in your ads, in your pre-sale pages, are those two are the biggest ones by far. The headline, the call to action, and you know, I'd say the image to an extent for sure. But these elements are really the only 3 things you need to worry about testing. If you're creating ads, create 10 different headlines or 5 different headlines. Test those. Okay? You can peel them from other ads. Again, you don't have to think of them. You could have the same image, the same call to action, whatever, but look in my swipe file. There's tons of things that you can take inspiration from. And even if you're, you know, I used a weight loss example. I said, big weight loss companies hate this woman. You know, see why. That's a good headline, but you can easily substitute that for, you know, for something in the, you know, education niche. Universities hate this man. See why. You know, then you could have some article, you know, your pre-sale page. It could go to the, you know, generic pre-sale page, like, wow, learn how you could work from home without a college education or whatever. Call to action, you'd be surprised. So register versus sign up versus lose weight now versus whatever that is versus start making money now versus quit your job versus fire your boss. Whatever that button is or whatever that call to action is has a huge effect on what people decide to ultimately do. So I definitely, these two elements are great to test. Great to test. Okay? Now we're going to go into the trump cards. This is fun. This is power. These 4 elements are unbelievable. And be truthful when using them. Don't fake them. But you can be very successful if you find ways to use them. So the first one, which one did I write down? I'd say first. Okay. The first one is social proof. When I said social proof here, I was just saying, you know, little things as seen in Fox or NBC or whatever. But when you can really pack on social proof, when you can say, look, your friends are buying this program, when you can show people are live, you know, purchasing something, when you can show that, you know, celebrities, you know, if celebrities are using, are doing things similar to what the product you're saying is advertising, if you know, authority figures, you know, there were some big scandals years back because everybody was using Dr. Oz's image to sell weight loss pills. And they were weight loss pills or programs that Dr. Oz didn't even recommend. But the fact remains, Dr. Oz carries a lot of weight and legitimacy with most Americans. So he worked through the roof. People would, when they said, oh, Dr. Oz recommended it, buy. Dr. Oprah recommended it, buy. And these people were caught up in some scandals because if you say Dr. Oz recommends some weight loss product, people are going to buy it, you know, because so many people respect Dr. Oz. Social proof is a very powerful one. If Tim Ferriss recommends a product, people buy. If Elon Musk is using a certain product, people will buy it. It's very powerful, very, very, very powerful. So if you can find connections between people that your audience, that you're marketing to respect, and you can draw those connections to things, carries a lot of weight. Obviously, I tell you guys a lot, I say, you know, use Volume. You know, Volume is my recommended click tracking software right now. And, you know, Mobe is my recommended affiliate program for you guys to join right now. You know, those are big, you know, you know, that recommendation carries a lot of weight. Obviously that I'm saying, look, I'm making a lot of money by using this tool and this affiliate program. But again, so that carries a lot of weight. If you find out who those people are for your audience, that's a big deal. Okay, next one. There's a lot, and testimonials, there's a lot of different ways you can use this. Testimonials are great. I use a lot of video testimonials in everything I do because it's social proof. Urgency. Urgency, if you can create a sense, I mean, I'd even say not even only a sense of urgency, if you can create like a frenzied urgency to get something, you're doing something right. When you can create a frenzy or just create urgency in somebody to buy, it's unbelievable. It's hard to get, you know, most people are kind of sitting lazily in front of their desktop or laptop, computers or mobile phones, and it's hard to get people out of their seat and be like, I have to buy now. But if you can do that, you can make so much money, it's unbelievable. Create that sense of urgency. Ways to create a sense of urgency are saying, our countdown timers, are telling people that this product is going to sell out, telling people that this product is, we'll go into scarcity in a second, but basically saying this is going to sell out. This was recently featured on TV and it will sell out and you will not be a part of it. Or telling them you have to buy now because the product we will never sell it again until whenever. If you do things that are live, so if you say, hey, we're doing a live giveaway and the first 10 people who send me a message on Facebook will get this product, you just created urgency because now everybody knows they either have to be in the first 10 or they're not getting, sorry, I just had to crack my neck. They will not get that product. So you want to, if you can create that urgency in somebody to do it, and it's a really good, it's good training is just look for where look for where these things appear in your life. Another example of social proof, just to go back to that, is let's say you're looking for blenders. Okay, let's say you're looking for just a new fruit blender. You could spend an hour and a half researching on Amazon, trying to find the best fruit blender. But what if one of your friends just recommended a fruit blender to you? I said, this is the smoothie blender you should buy. You just bought it. You just saved yourself an hour and a half worth of research and you just bought a fruit smoothie blender. That's social proof in action, like a friendly recommendation. Boom. Urgency, we talked about that, huge. The next one is scarcity. Scarcity kind of factors into urgency. Scarcity is saying there's only 7 left. Scarcity is saying we will, sales of this product end at midnight. Scarcity is saying, we only have this many of this product left and we won't get our next shipment for another 3 months. So you'll have to wait 3 months if you don't get it right now. Another way of scarcity is saying, look, I'm only going to work with 5 clients in this niche. I'm only going to work with 5 clients and you can be one of them. Because now the person knows, oh, you're only going to work with 5 people. People's time is limited. If you're at, let's say, an office building, if they say, well, either you're going to put you're either going to put money down to, lease the space, or we're going to give it away to somebody else. I have to put my money down to lease the office, or else it's somebody else's. So that's scarcity. There's true scarcity there. And again, I encourage you not to fudge these, but these carry real power. And the last one is fear of loss. Fear of loss. You could even say fear of death. If you can make somebody feel like if they don't do something, they're going to lose out. Just like in the case of this office space, if I didn't put money down and reserve my space, I would lose it. The cost of doing nothing was greater. It was more costly for me to do nothing. And ways you can do this is if you ramp up the pain, if you ramp up the amount of pain people are feeling and you say, hey, look, if you don't start learning affiliate marketing now, the whole space is going to be saturated and you're never going to be able to get in. If you don't get in now, you're never going to be able to get in because this is your last chance, man. That's creating fear of loss. Make it harder for people to do nothing and you'll get more of these sales. Again, these are powerful, powerful, powerful. Powerful stuff. Use these with caution. I encourage you, legal disclaimer, don't do or say anything that is against the law. But these are pretty instant ways, when done correctly, to just, as I said, when your friend recommends a blender to you, you don't care about the headline, you don't care about the image, you don't care about the bullet points, the risk reversal, the call to action, all of these things, all of these other copywriting elements, they don't have to be as good, because ultimately this trumped it. This trumped it. Oh, shit. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this section. I can go way deeper into copywriting. I love this subject. Make sure you guys are on all of the weekly webinars, the weekly training sessions. Obviously, you guys get to have me do campaign analysis, go over your copy. I'd love to see your guys' ads, your guys' pre-sale pages if you wrote any of your own, or if you just made any of your own. I'd love to see creative uses of these. This is great. This is power. So I'll see you on the weekly webinars. Hopefully you enjoy this. Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel as always, and see you soon.